that dragons eat, anyway?
Whatever they want.
All right. Watch the Night King win because nobody can get along. Yeah.
How did you sneak up on me?
Did you survive a knife through the heart?
I didn't.
Ride him.
Go on.
I don't know how to ride a dragon.
Nobody does until they ride a dragon.
What if he doesn't want me to?
Then I've enjoyed your company, Jon Snow.
Rhaegal and Aegon.
What do I hold on to?
I swear to God.
Whatever you can.
Ned Stark, he promised your mother he'd always protect you. And he did. Robert would have murdered you if he knew. You're the true king. Aegon Targaryen, 6th of his name, protector of the realm, all of it.
And you're dating your aunt.
We'll get there before they're dead. We just have to hope the Night King doesn't come first.
That just end. What is going on, guys? We're back. We just finished the episode. It didn't end on a super exciting note, but I don't think that was the purpose of the episode. The purpose of the episode, it seemed, was to set up the rest of the season, the final season, the last 6 episodes, 5 now, with a bunch of different story arcs. We got, if we go down by characters, we had Arya's reunion with the Hound, Gendry, Jon. Those were the most important ones. The banter between her and the Hound is always humorous. I think they like each other even though they act like they don't. I think there's something going on between Gendry and Arya, or I think there's going to be. And her and Jon Snow's reunion was very nice. They haven't seen each other since season 1 when Jon gave her needle. So they always had a connection that Jon didn't really have with the rest of the Starks. And I think they both kind of understood that. They were both kind of the odd children out of the group. They didn't really have a spot or a fit. So I think they had that connection. It was very nice for them to be reunited. It was a quite a bit different than his reuniting with Sansa. It was more heartfelt between him and Arya. Jon Snow also got his reunion with Bran, which is like everybody's reunion with Bran. It's always like excitement and then confusion and then awkward. I think he says like, "You're a man," and he says like, "Not really," or he says like, "Almost." Jon's just like, okay. So either way, the main points of the episode seem to be the North not really being accepting of help from the Lannisters, from Daenerys, from foreign anybody. Sansa obviously is not in agreement with the idea. Actually, a lot of them just aren't in the agreement that Jon isn't king anymore. Daenerys having to learn to kind of forget about the fact that they're not really welcoming at this point. It's something obviously they have to work through and get past, obviously, before episode 3. Episode 3 is Winterfell. So here we are, an episode or two, one full episode away from the biggest war, the biggest battle sequence in film or TV or movie history. So yeah, they got to get that figured out pretty quick. Jon rides a dragon. I think everyone could have predicted it in the previews when he's walking up to the dragon, but we didn't know if it was actually going to happen. He rides a dragon. That has a lot of implications for a lot. I don't know. Symbolically, that can kind of represent him as king, since Sam kind of broke the news, which I'll touch on in a bit. It can kind of touch on him being the throne. I mean, you can't ride a dragon, or you can't not ride a dragon and like kind of have a step up over Daenerys. You know what I mean? I don't know how Daenerys is going to take this whole, no, Jon should be king because he's the rightful heir after everything she's done to get here. I don't think Jon really cares. I know a lot of people are trying to convince him otherwise. The interaction between Sam, Daenerys, and then Sam and Jon was kind of odd, but not really. We were talking about it, like, I completely understand. It's family. Even if you hated them, it's still family. You don't, you know, you maybe didn't want them dead. Maybe you just didn't want to be around them, but you didn't want them dead. But, like, I don't know. I guess I'm indifferent about it. Like, it's war. These things happen. I don't know. I'm indifferent. I'm not fully in agreement with Sam, but also at the same time, when she killed them, I wasn't really in agreement with her. I was more in agreement with Tyrion when he was like, nah, we need to like hold on to them. You know, don't kill them right away. So I don't agree with the decision she made, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with the level of Sam's reaction of just like, I need to go talk to Jon, just like completely upset. But then again, like I said, I'm indifferent. I don't know. I don't have a full opinion on that one. So they go into the crypts, and Sam is like, Jon, you know, you're the king, and you know, not just the king in the north, you're the king. And Jon's just like, okay. He refers back to Ned, which I thought was important because Ned was his father, until he learns that, you know, neither of his parents could parent him, obviously, because when Robert wins the rebellion, you know, all those kids dying. That's what's happening. So it's gonna, I don't know what kind of tension it's gonna create between Dany and Jon. Dany is obviously Jon's aunt. So the next episode is called, I think, like Queen, the Rightful Queen, or something like that. So that's really interesting. That's really interesting. The Golden Company came through. I think it's a little bit less than she thought. 20,000 people isn't that many. I mean, it is, but I mean, not when we're talking about living versus dead, because they have like 100,000. And yeah, it's just, so Dany and Jon, Sansa asks Jon, you know, if he bent the knee because, you know, he wanted the army, or if he loves her, and he didn't really respond. I know we haven't seen much character development between the two, but he was in Dragonstone for quite some time, and they have been together for quite some time, so it's not unreasonable to think they could be in some form of love. So I think it's the first person since Drogo died. I don't think she really loved anybody else. Drogo, and that was kind of like rushed, and she was young. So I think this is like a new kind of love. But we'll see. We'll see how they decide to write it. We only have 5 more episodes, and that's very sad to say. But there was a lot to talk about. There was a lot that happened in the episodes. There was a lot I probably missed. Obviously, the Night King found poor little Umber, and you know, left that sign, I think, that they made from season 1. Like the first sign you see was made, and then he pops out. I don't know what the sign actually means, more than just like, I'm here, what's up? So it's creating a lot of storylines. There wasn't really anything super reaction worthy. You know, there was, you know, the kid popping out. It ends with Jaime seeing Bran. That'll be interesting. I don't feel like Bran's going to have much emotion about it, because I don't really feel like he is Bran anymore, and he even says that. So it'll be interesting to see Jaime's interaction with Jon, knowing what happened to Bran and just all that. So you have like 6 different people who all hate each other for 1,000 different reasons. I wouldn't be surprised, I've said this to a few people, I wouldn't be surprised if they just write that the Night King wins, because the humans and people in general are just too stupid to get over indifferences and come together for a common goal, and if they can't, they die. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think that's what will happen, because considering the largest battle overall is in episode 3, it would be very odd storytelling to give me 3 more episodes after the Night King won. But I think it's possible that the Night King wins a temporary victory and then they regroup and try and find a way, but it just obviously won't be as big of a battle as Winterfell. I do imagine in the Battle of Winterfell, we're going to lose a lot of people. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I think anyone can predict that. That's going to be an episode, it's going to be rough. I haven't been this excited and or sad and or into a season of TV in a very long time or ever. I don't really know. But either way, put in the comments if you guys had anything to touch on that I missed. I'm just throwing it off the top of my head here to get this video up for everybody. And make sure you're subscribed. I do one of these every week. Obviously, I'll only be doing these for 5 more weeks. But if there's any new TV shows coming out that are worth covering, reacting, breaking down, talking about, let me know. Also in the comments. Leave a like. Yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys next week, next Sunday. Maybe I'll react to the trailer tomorrow, make some predictions. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys want that, leave that in the comments as well. And as always, I'll see you guys next video. Okay, bye.